There are many people my age that exist that don't like taking any form of criticism. They have these weird ideas, and when they try to introduce it to their friends and their friends criticize them, they call them bad friends and they never talk to them again. You go to all these different individuals who have experience and they tell you it's a dumb idea, but yet you think it's a good idea, so you don't listen to people with experience. You got all these random people on the internet who you broadcast this to and they tell you it's a bad idea, but you still go with it because you think in your mind everybody's against you, everybody hates you, everybody's wrong, and you're right. I said that this trailer for Everything's Gonna Be All White makes me hate being black. Why? Because if I gotta wake up every single day and blame a white man for something, or think that the current generation of whites have to pay for what a bunch of dead people did, is nonsensical, and it makes me hate my sexy chocolate skin. I don't like hating my sexy chocolate skin. I like looking at my sexy chocolate skin. But when I have to constantly see and deal with a bunch of people who have the same skin color as me sit there and try to make me hate a group of people all because they hold some issues that they don't even live through, it's embarrassing and it's sad. They came out with this trailer and they thought, wow, this is gonna be the thing to shake the core. We're gonna do this during Black History Month, and it's gonna be the thing that shows everybody what the real problem is and what the problem has always been. White people. White people are the devils. White people are this bad. White people are that bad. And with this docu-series, we're gonna prove that there's a problem, and once we get rid of it, we could actually achieve some peace. And unanimously, everybody shit on it. I'm recording this February 11th on Friday, 9 o'clock at night. I uploaded my video 5 hours ago, and for some reason during that time while I was taking a nap, Showtime decided, yeah, we're gonna put the first episode out for everybody. We thought that this was so good. We got 2 million views and by my count 7,000 dislikes, and now we think, oh my god, 2 million views, oh, all these people love it. Let's put out that first episode as the teaser, as the icing. We're gonna bait them with this good episode, and it's gonna be something that they like, they enjoy, and they can watch all of them on Showtime. And it's quite funny that the trailer was the thing that got a lot of people to see that and say, hey, I'm not gonna put any stock in this. I'm not gonna watch this shit. Why? Because whether if you're black, white, Mexican, Italian, Spanish, Indonesian, Cherokee, whatever you are, you saw this and you had any lick of fucking common sense, you saw the writing on the wall. This is not a good thing. This is not a helpful thing. This is fucking racist. Whether if any of you white saviors want to say white's not a race or not, this is something that if you reverse the skin colors, people would have a problem with. So keep it consistent when it's the shoe on the other fucking foot. Showtime has a YouTube channel with 888,000 subscribers, and when they uploaded that trailer, I believe at the time of this recording, they have about 2 million views on that trailer. Do you want to take a guess how many views they got on the first episode that they dropped? Do you think it's 1 million? Do you think it's 2 million? Do you think they got 10 million views and they could say, oh, this is a great idea to fight against white supremacy? They barely got 4,000 views. And if we want to play the comparison game, everybody that reacted to that had some fucking sense has more. Because why? When you spend your time demonizing a group of people, nobody's gonna watch that. The only people who are the delusional fucks that agree with you that white people need to be eradicated from the face of the earth. Oh, I'm sick of white people going around crying victim. Meanwhile, you got gay dudes faking hate crimes, black people shooting up schools, black people robbing stores, and yet you have no idea of who to blame but the white guy. When you're actually honest and you're consistent and you're a little bit truthful, you could actually gain an audience that wants to watch what you put out. When you're spending your time demonizing people, a lot of people are gonna leave. And then the excuse is gonna be, oh my god, look at all these white people, look at all these closeted racists, look at all these black people. I thought skin folk was kinfolk. How come you're not supporting these black people sitting here and just demonizing another group of people? What's the matter with you? The matter is that nobody is condoning this dumb shit anymore. It is weird how people like to do this, and it ain't just about race, sexualities, straightness against transgenders, and all this different type of shit. All the demonizing people like to do, and especially you idiots who like to claim that you're marginalized, all that demonizing you do doesn't help people with understanding you. If you have a legitimate problem in America, in the world, I guarantee you people would be more willing to listen if you didn't spend all the time pointing the finger saying, it's your fault, and then turning around and saying, please help me, I can't do it without your help. And for the dumbasses in the back, the white saviors and the wannabe blacks who claim that everybody is a problem, answer me this question, because when you sit there and you tell me that I need to watch the first episode to actually understand the mindset going into this documentary, my response is, what in the fuck is this documentary going to accomplish? What is it going to do? Is it gonna make white people see the error of their ways throughout history and say it's time for us to hand over the power to the blacks? Is it gonna get white people to say, oh my God, I apologize to all of you, even though you have black individuals who openly say they can do all that, they could buy the merch, they could do the work, and it'll still amount to nothing because black people are still their own people who will leave and white people just gotta shut the fuck up and take it? What is it going to accomplish? Is it going to accomplish all that unity and peace you keep talking about? Is it going to stop black people from shooting black people or other groups of people? Is it going to help the entirety of any problem that exists in America or in the world? The answer is no, because the plan and the execution were bad. It was to say, hey, white people, this is going to piss you off because we're going to spend time telling you what you don't want to hear, and it's going to make you triggered and uncomfortable, and this is what we want because this is how you've made us feel for 400 years. Newsflash, there's not one person who has been alive for 400 years, and I said it in the last video and I'll say it in this one. The past is the past. We can learn about the past, but we can't be dwelling on that. We can't act like, as a bunch of 20-year-olds and 19-year-olds and 16-year-olds and 40-year-olds, that we lived through slavery, because newsflash, a lot of these people in this documentary, I'm going to say all of them, did not live through any slavery. That is not to diminish the history of black people. It's to say, hey, learn it and figure out a way to elevate to the future. We still got all these problems. We still got all this jaw jacking back and forth. We still got white people who hate blacks and vice versa. We need to be figuring out a way to come together, because all this divide does not help anybody. You could sit there and say all this stuff about privilege and supremacy, but even black people in power will be the scum of the earth, and they will do all this random shit just to piss somebody off, just to aggravate another group of people, just to continue to divide after spending all that time saying we need you to care about us. Amanda Seales said she bets that Harriet Tubman and Frederick Douglass are looking down on them and saying, what are they gonna do now? As a means to say that they're doing something for the cause. They're doing the right thing. They're doing all these wild and crazy things to actually achieve peace for the black community. They are rolling in their graves and they are pissing on you from up above, because all the work they put in to actually achieve some respect and equality, while not completely, you are actively spitting back in their faces. And again, I have to ask, what is all of this going to accomplish? How are you going to make a documentary that's deemed to say, hey, white people, you're the bad, you're the evil, you're the reasons, and we hope this triggers you. Warning, this is going to trigger you. And you expect them in 4 years, when black lives need to matter again, to turn around and say, help us, we need you. But if you don't, you are evil. You're a white supremacist if you don't help me. Because the constant neener, the constant insults, the constant pointing the finger is not going to get people to help you. It's not going to get more people to care about you. It's going to get those people you are pointing the finger at and calling them a problem 24/7. It's going to get them to say fuck you. And that's going to be the right response, because if you spend so much time demonizing somebody and then expecting them to help you, the chicken's gonna come home to roost and you're not going to get what you want. However, I do want to say thank you to Amanda Seales, Black Squidward, and the rest of these idiots that participated in this, because you made me hate being black. I never thought I'd come to a point where I'd look at myself and honestly say, I am tired of living in this skin and constantly having to live with this idea that I gotta say a white man is bad. It's embarrassing and it's sad. And anybody watching this can get mad at me that I'm saying that, but constantly seeing all this goddamn negative does nothing in me to say anything positive. Constantly indulging in all of this does not make me feel happy. It doesn't make me feel proud. It makes me feel sad, because all of this nonsense, all this charade, all this rigmarole will not be the thing to achieve any form of respect or equality. Get the fuck out of here.